No, I was just gonna ask, do you feel safe around black people? Your own kind?
No. Yo, alright man, this video is gonna be a roller coaster, so make sure you are buckled in and don't eat anything before, because you might throw up. So this TikTok trend right here has the black community in a chokehold. So it's pretty much black people admitting things that they'd normally be afraid to say, but TikTok gave them the clout and courage to say it. Like this person, for example. I used to be afraid to admit this as a black person, but I'm not afraid anymore. I get really nervous and anxious when I'm around hood people. And this right here kicked the trend off and caused a whole outrage. There's some people that support this and some people that's against it.
I never thought that I would say this, but y'all actually made me cry from this ad.
So after seeing how much attention she got, others followed. Something I'm not afraid to admit as a black person. Hood ninjas are so unattractive and dumb as fuck. I don't care if we're the same race or not. If I feel uncomfortable or unsafe around you, I won't be hanging with you. But this trend got so much traction that even the white people felt the need to post something as well. Social media isn't real, so here's something I'm not afraid to admit as a white girl. Loud ghetto black people scare me too.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Lord of mercy.
I think I'm the only female that don't want a hood dude. Like, I don't want nothing to do with the streets. Like, none of that. I'm a county girl. I don't want to be in the car with my dude and be scared we gonna get shot. I don't. You like that? That's what you like?
Well, she's saying dude like that. What accent is that? Let me know in the comments below if you know what accent that is, man.
I don't want to be at home getting a call from my dude because he done got locked up again. I'm sorry, you like that? I don't want to be stuck in my city because my dude on house arrest and he can't travel. Like, you like that? That get you moist?
You know, some girls actually do like that, man. It does make them get moist.
I need a drug dealer and then a scammer, then fuck the 9 to 5.
I want the schemer first, then the drug dealer, then the 9 to 5.
They like the fast money over here.
Until they realize when they get older, they got a kid with this guy, but he's in jail and now she's a single mom.
Let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single.
That gets you moist, honey, because that don't get me moist. I want to go outside. And you can't because you're dude on house arrest. I can't. Look, he for the streets and he gonna stay for the streets because I don't want no parts.
Can't knock it, man. I cannot knock it. Because I'm just thinking about if I have a daughter, I would not want her to date somebody like that either. Date a fucking functioning member of society. Why are you dating niggas with guns and drugs and could potentially be locked up at any time? So anyways, this woman right here had a issue with this whole trend going around about hood people. This is what she had to say.
And I just came on here to let you know, you need to check your biases at the door.
It's just funny that she wearing a bonnet doing this.
So, what are you trying to say?
Check your bigotry at the door. Because what's happening is that you feel like this about hood people, and then you get into the workforce, and you have to work with someone who's a hood-ass bitch, just like me. And your biases show. Stands offish, blocking people's money, blocking people's success, because you are questioning why a hood-ass bitch that you're scared of is excelling more than you are.
All right, so first of all, I'm going to say I understand why she has an issue with this. And I'm not going to invalidate her experiences. But I think the point of what this lady was saying is that not all hood people will make you feel uncomfortable clearly. Just the ones that act aggressive and vulgar in public. And I have some people that act that way too in my family. Like my grandma, for instance. Grandma, if you're watching this, you embarrassed me a lot of times in my childhood. I still love you though. I love you though, Grandma, but you embarrassed me a lot of times in public, man. But here's a video of a guy explaining why he could feel a little uncomfortable when a hood person comes around.
The outrage over that trend where it's like, as a black person, I feel scared to admit it's crazy. Because y'all get mad at folks because they say that they scared of hood people or they scared of ghetto people. But let's be honest, if you at a house party, you see somebody walk in, and you don't get the hell up out of there, you're stupid. Oh, look at me. I'm progressive. I don't care if I get shut up. Oh.
Yes, I 100% agree with that, man. If you're at a party and you see anybody walking around looking like he about to shoot up the place, looking like a whole school shooter, you gotta get the fuck out of there, bro. You get out, man. Hey, man, I'll do the same thing if I see a sketchy white person roaming the halls of my school with a hoodie on and his hands are concealed like they're holding something, but he's not trying to make people see. I'm getting the fuck out of there too, bro. I'm getting out, man. He gonna be a school shooter. And here's a video I found of Charleston White saying he feels safer around white people than he does around black people.
No, I was just gonna ask, do you feel safe around black people? Your own kind?
No. No, I don't.
And do you feel safe around white people?
Yes, I feel very safe around white people.
What he said just then just dropped a whole bomb in the black community. Let's see what else he has to say though.
I'm comfortable when I'm around white people. I'm alert when I'm around black people.
That's crazy.
I'm alert and I'm on edge because I know it's gonna be a problem.
But I came across some interesting stats, man, because you know they say black people commit most of the crime. That's actually not true. White people do commit more crimes than black people, according to the FBI website, man. I'll link it below so y'all can check it out for yourselves. But what I found interesting is that white people kill more white people than black people, but black people kill more black people than white people. So each race is killing their own race. So that means that white people should feel uncomfortable around white people and black people should feel uncomfortable around black people because y'all killing each other, man. And I thought this stat was pretty interesting because I never thought about it like that. And this definitely makes me feel some type of way because we complain about systematic racism. We complain about the police killing us off, but we're in our own communities meat mugging and killing each other, bro. If we want to fight back against the system, we have to be together, bro. We have to be together and we have to stop killing each other. This shit not working.
You might have just made a fact just now. That's some real shit.
But anyways, man, this trend does keep going. And I separated it into 4 different categories. So the first category we just went over is the people that say hood people scare them. This next category are of women saying that they don't date black men at all. And the third one is women saying that they don't like black men that date white women. They should just stay away. And the final one are some base takes that I personally agree with. All right, so she said, something I'm not afraid to admit as a black person. Boom! Y'all are the last race I prefer to date. Is that how you expect me to act? I don't give a fuck. But if a black man commented this, you hate your mom, internalize racism. It just shows that the men don't give a fuck like that, bro. But if I am being honest on my own platform, when I see a good looking black girl with a white man just walking, I'm like, what the it does make me feel some type of way, man. Cause I'm like, why ain't she with me? Why ain't she with me, man? Shit. The white guys that date black women, they usually date the good looking black women, bro. The top of the line black women. They're stealing them. Fuck! A good amount of times, if you see a black man with a white girl, it's usually the average bottom line white girl that the white men don't want. I'm like, fuck. Especially when I see Africans that come to America, they be loving the fat, chubby, wubby white woman, bro. It was refreshing to see the woman in a woman's comments. So they're saying, respectfully, why couldn't you just write this in your journal? And then y'all wonder why y'all participating in this trend get called anti-black. Oh, you have a white dad. Makes sense. So it turns out that she was adopted by a white family. I get it's a preference, but this could have been a personal note, not a public announcement. I don't know why people in the comments offended, like black men don't treat black women horribly. It's like black women on the internet always say, oh, black men just don't treat us good. Y'all need to find different black men then, man. Because most black people date black people. And if you're being done dirty by black men, you're probably not picking the right ones, man. You want to pick the ones that dress like rappers and talk about fucking hella hoes and then wonder why you're getting cheated on, bro. I refuse to be friends with a black or mixed girl / boy because I never get along with them and the friendship somehow never lasts and ends terribly. I will always befriend people who think like me. I only have one good black friend and I love her. Okay, then why would you say you would never be friends with a black / light-skinned person then? Just say you will never be friends with people that don't think like you. I also feel uncomfortable near those black folks because they will mean mug me, talk about me, and just be overall weird because I don't match their personality. I'm neurodivergent and nerdy. What the fuck is neurodivergent? Also, I made a life rule to never in my life date a black dude because seeing all these horror stories dating them, how they treat y'all, like no thanks, I'll stick to my wonderful Korean BF. Alright, so she likes Korean niggas and I got nothing against that. But her just blatantly saying that she will never be friends with a black person is just crazy. Cause she followed that up with, oh, I only want to be friends with people that think like me. So if a black person thinks like you still want to be friends with them? Is that what you're saying? Come on, man. Things I'm afraid to admit as a black person, but not anymore. I don't owe my race shit. I'm going to go where I'm appreciated, and if that's not by a black man, oh well. And I agree, date who is good for you, who treats you right. So she said, I can't imagine myself dating anyone but a white man. Are you even black? Marrying a man with no kids and who matches my ambitions, supports my dreams, who is tall, makes me laugh, and values God and family is more important to me than marrying someone of the same race. If I gotta change my type to have a family, so be it. You know she gotta marry somebody tall. She emphasized that bitch. She said tall. She tried to make herself sound a little bit less superficial by putting values God. He could value God, but if he's not tall, bye-bye. But overall, I do agree with this, man. Just go with someone with the same values as you. Don't date a wannabe future, and then when he cheats on you, you're gonna start crying to the universe and saying, why did he cheat on me? I can't find a good man. You picked a wannabe rapper. So here's the third category, man. This is women admitting that they don't like black men who've dated white women. One thing I'm afraid to admit as a black person, I really can't stand seeing interracial couples. More so black and white. I just don't understand how a white man or woman can raise a black child because they can't understand our racial difficulties. I just feel like no one can love me or my children better than another black person can. I see what she's saying, but if I was to date a white woman, right, I would go for it, the top of the line white girl. First of all, a white girl that's actually white, not one of them white girls that think they're black. I'm not trying to live in my fucking racial difficulties or have this mindset of oh, I need someone to understand that I'm a victim. No, I don't want that. I'm looking for someone that can elevate my fucking life, elevate my generation. You know what I'm saying? Create generational wealth with. I'm not fucking concentrated on this racial difficulty. Something I'm not afraid to admit as a black woman. As soon as I find out you like, date, or have sex with white women, I'm no longer interested. There's no way my man can be obsessed with me and all my proud blackness and find white women equally attractive. That don't make sense to me. It's given Sidney Poitier, Harry Belafonte, and Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. All right, listen, man. I've had sex with white women, but all my girlfriends have been black. So she clearly don't know what the fuck she talking about, man. Once I find out you like white girls, I don't like you anymore. So notice how it's mainly women doing this trend. Like, imagine if a man said all this. If a man said, or if I found out you're a black girl and you date a white man, I don't like you anymore. Because we really don't give a shit, bro. We don't give a shit that much. All right, so here's some base takes that I do agree with. I was afraid to admit this as a black man, but I'm not anymore. I never understood why black people still use slavery as an excuse to why they aren't successful in their lives, when it's actually their current decisions and choices that put them in their current situation. And I did read a few comments from this post. Someone said, for real, I grew up poor and ended up making over 200K a year by the age of 23. Guys, I'm an immigrant. I grew up very poor, man. When I lived in Jamaica, I lived in a fucking one room with my mom and my brother. We lived in a one room box, bed, stove, TV, all in that one room. That's where we lived, bro. And it wasn't even a big room, bro. It was a small one room. It was a storage closet, bro. We lived in a storage closet until my dad moved to America and then got us up here. And then I always just had my sights on making a lot of money. I always say I would want to be a doctor, y'all. I had really good grades in school. In high school, I took a lot of honors classes, anatomy, physics, shit like that, because I was like, I'm gonna be a doctor. But then once I got to college, I'm like, I'm gonna follow my passion. Music, YouTube. I worked hard at it, man, and it popped off. And now I'm like the black sheep of my family. The money I'm making, no one in my family has ever seen that amount of money, bro. Because I set my mind to that shit, man. I didn't come here with a victim mindset. I didn't come here that because I'm black, I can't do this. I came with the mindset, I'm gonna conquer. I'm gonna achieve this shit no matter what. That's the mindset I have, man. And then this comment said, I had a family member that said they still feel ancestral trauma. Mind you, this person got a BMW as their first car. I got my first car at the age of 19. It was a 1998 white Toyota Camry, bro. 1998 white Toyota Camry. And I bought it myself too. It was $1,500 on Craigslist. My parents never bought me shit. Every car that I ever had, I bought myself. And there y'all go in the comments making excuses. It's like Biden blaming Trump 3 years later. We had a black president for 8 years, but slavery is holding you back. Like, okay, bro. Because they want to be lazy. I used to be afraid of to admit as a black person, blah, blah, blah. A black person calling another black person whitewashed or telling them to act black feeds into the negative stereotypes and is anti-black. I kind of agree with that, man. Because I enunciate my words, some girls will assume that I date white girls. And I've never dated a white girl. I mean, I fucked white girls, but I never dated a white girl. You know what I'm saying? I've only dated black girls. And I speak like this because this is a way, even in Jamaica, we are taught to pronounce our words, man. enunciate our words. So you just stuck with me. So now I enunciate my words with a slight Jamaican accent. Some people can hear my accent and some can't. Because I've seen people call someone whitewashed for reading a book. Like, you never seen a black person read a book, so you gotta be whitewashed. It's just stupid, bro. All right, so man, something I'm not afraid to admit as a black person. If my homeboy did the crime, keep him in that damn cell. Ain't no free my dog. Facts, bro. That man killed somebody. He's a murderer. Ain't no free my dog. I don't want him on the streets, bro. He killed people. You know what I'm saying? Something I'm not afraid to admit as a black person. I don't support black-owned businesses just because they are black. I need quality, good customer service and professionalism. I agree with that 100%. Just because you're a black service, you expect me to support you, even if you don't treat me right when I come to your establishment? Nah. Because the thing, I went to Atlanta 2 months ago with my homie. And the restaurant he went to get his food, he said the service was atrocious. Because he went to these restaurants, black-owned restaurants, and got treated poorly. And just like this food critic influencer called Keith Lee, I remember he made a TikTok about how bad the service was in Atlanta.
I stayed in the car and my family went in and they told them they were closed early for deep cleaning. Yet the door's wide open and it's people still going in and grabbing their orders.
But from what my friend told me about his experiences, it was accurate. It was accurate, man. Some of the service was terrible. It's not always racism. You didn't get the job because you're not qualified. You didn't get promoted because you're lazy. They didn't like you, not your color. I personally try to not assume that's because I'm black, certain things happen. Some things I would say, yeah, it's definitely because I'm black. Because when I walk into a restaurant that's really busy, sometimes I see them tend to the white people first before they come to our table. And in my mind, I'm like, yeah, it's because we black. They probably think we're not gonna tip. And I'm a really good tipper, but they don't know that. So sometimes I do notice that. But in most instances, I don't assume that it's because I'm black. Things I'm afraid of out of black pepper. Owning a convenience store in a black neighborhood made me understand Asian stores, why they take precautions around black people. Sometimes you just gotta put yourself in people's shoes and see why they think the way they think. Because here's a video I found of this streamer called Neon talking about why his least favorite race is black people.
Some black guy tased my dad and robbed him of $50,000.
Is that a real story?
I swear to God. And then another black guy.
Like in what
I don't mean to be racist.
Like,
and another black guy, my dad fired her, or it was a girl. He fired her because she's, they're fucking lazy and just stupid. Wow. So basically what happened was she came late for work. He fired her, and then she came with her boyfriend and robbed the entire place. His cell phone store, I swear to God.
You're not capping.
Wallahi.
So you're just like, now you just make assumptions that
and then like every time my mom sees a black guy, she locks the door.
You can't get mad at them for that because that's valid, bro. If they had experiences in the past with a certain group of people, what do you think they're gonna do in the future? They're gonna take precautions. If I know that if I walk on a certain street, a group of people is gonna stop me and rob my money, why would I keep walking on that street? You know what I'm saying? I'll try to find a different route. It's just taking precautions, it's being smart. That's all it is, man. You really can't be mad at that. But here's some takes that I just thought was just stupid. Just plain out stupid, bro. Something that I'm not afraid to admit as a black girl. I don't think the female should be darker than her man. The man should be darker than a female, or at least the same complexion as a female. And you should just take your head out of your ass, because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What does that have to do with love and being in a relationship? Stop it, man. Get some help. Something I'm not afraid to say as a black girl anymore. When I first moved to the US as a kid, majority, if not all of the people who bullied me happened to be black Americans. Other races didn't bully me, and I had learned not to generalize them or dislike them. All right, this is actually not an L take, because I kind of did experience the same thing when I first moved to America. I was mainly getting bullied by the black people, and the white people were nicer. But now that I'm older, I realized that your own race is probably more qualified to bully you. Just like you can have your siblings and you talk shit about them, but as soon as an outsider talks shit about them, you get defensive and like, don't talk shit about my siblings. Only I can do that. So it's kind of like that. If the white people did bully you, it's probably gonna be seen as a racial thing. I hate working. I don't have a dream job, nor do I aspire to work. I hate the fact that women fought to be able to work. I got 2 degrees just for decorations because I want to be a housewife and stay at home. Okay then. She probably gonna end up with a white guy. But anyways, man, I just thought this trend was pretty interesting. Let me know what you think below. And I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Peace out.